For those of you who don't know, I've made a couple videos about this and most of you probably missed it. I am part of the LGBTQ community. These are questions pertaining to that. Let's get into it. What is this question? Honestly, I do not even know what to say in response to this question. If I can be completely honest here, I want to say that you have completely fried my brain with this, and I do not even know if I'm going to be able to respond to anything else anymore. What? No, seriously, what? What the fuck? How do you even think this is funny? I just want to know. In fact, I really need to know how you think this is even close to being funny. Because I do not even know what could make people even consider posting this as a comment in the first place. I mean, at least you got it right that I was in an altercation with a garbage truck instead of consistently calling it a dump truck like what people used to do on my old channels. I mean, I'm the one with the dumpy. Giving a garbage truck a large dumpy is wrong on so many levels. So let's see artwork of that on my Discord, the link to which is down in the video description. I mean, I really do want to see your depictions of a garbage truck with a large dumpy. Also, if you want to make artwork about a dump truck with a dumpy, or a garbage truck with a dumpy, I want to see those as well. It might make me a bit jealous to see a dumpy with a dumpy. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? I have a feeling I'm really going to regret this. Now, before we go on with this video, I want to cover that I was indeed run over by a garbage truck in 2002. For me, it was the summer between 8th grade and 9th grade, and I was biking from where I lived at the time to a weightlifting thing a few miles away. I noticed a garbage truck pull up behind me and start picking up garbage on the side of the street where I was, so I crossed over the street so I could get out of his way. I was in the middle of crossing an intersection when I noticed that my bike was being pulled underneath the garbage truck. And of course my legs got pulled under the garbage truck with the bike. And as I'm laying there, I pass in and out of consciousness while I'm waiting for an ambulance. Then I wake up on the ambulance as they're trying to make sure I stay under, and I try and take the mask off. The next thing I know, I wake up on the operating table and I can feel them setting my broken leg. Lots of fun, right? I don't feel like sharing that part of my story at this point, at the point I'm recording this video. But I will share that part of the story if I ever feel comfortable doing so. In fact, I don't even feel comfortable talking about my family on the YouTubes at this time. I'm recording this video or at least I'm answering this question in the YouTube video just to say I don't feel comfortable at the time I'm recording this video. There's still a lot that I would need to work out when it comes to making a video with family or making a video about family, and I want to make sure I cover all the bases. If it comes up in the future, I may possibly make a video about it. But until I make a video about it, I don't know whether I'll be talking about my family here on YouTube. I barely feel comfortable talking about myself here, especially after what happened with Jack's Films being doxxed. If you check out my videos from right around Christmas of 2023, I released 2 videos where I talk about Jack's Films getting doxxed. And if you don't know about what happened to it, feel free to check out my videos from right around Christmas time where I have the videos, assuming they're still on my extras channel. This issue is one of the biggest issues that I have with YouTube, and I go into more detail about the situation of Jack's Films being doxxed in that video. I think I have you beat on that question. I already had a ponytail. I didn't grow it because I was pansexual. In fact, I didn't even grow it because I was part of the LGBTQ community. I don't have any sort of agenda unless you count the agenda of being treated equally and with respect and human decency by all the idiots out there. Oh my god, there's a gay person with an agenda. Yes, Karen. For all the Karens watching. Yes. If you're paying attention to what I was saying, I said that the agenda was being treated with respect and human decency and nothing more. And I'm not saying that the person that asked the question's a Karen, to reiterate. I'm saying that some Karen out there will take what I said as, oh my god, there's an agenda. Like I said, the agenda is to be treated equally and with respect. Nothing else. Of course, since coming out, I've had to deal with a bit more than with people saying that I deserve to be treated like shit because I have the ability to love somebody regardless of gender. I've also been told that I better not hit on somebody, and I've had people make the joke of, oh, he's attracted to pots and pans, or kitchenware, or knives, or, other things that I won't get into in this answer. According to these people, I'm the one who is immoral and strange, yet these people are thinking about my sex life and imagining me having sex with people and things that shouldn't be fucked, basically. These people are having kinky fantasies about me, yet I'm the immoral one for being attracted to another adult. And just to clarify, just because I can be attracted to many different people, it does not mean I'm attracted to you. I do have standards, after all. It's the people who fantasize about me having sex and accuse me of things that aren't true who are the ones who are immoral and who have no standards. Get your mind out of your gutter and mind your business, you nasties. Having said that, I don't mind talking about these things in a decent fashion. I don't mind talking about things that are, LGBTQ related. Nor do I mind having a conversation or making videos about topics, either when I know about the topic or I feel like I've done enough research about the topic. I do read all of the many comments that I see on my channel, all 3 of my channels, and I see what comments I am able to turn into videos for any one of my channels. I'm always taking questions. Now, I will say that I've had a bunch of people start harassing me when I put the flag in my bio on Twitter, X, whatever the case is on what we're calling it now. I have received accusations of people claiming that I do things that I do not do. I have received death threats, which I will not cover in the video. I will not include in any video. I've been harassed. I've had people claiming that they would kidnap me or kidnap my family and hurt them. I've had a lot of things happen that should not happen to anyone. And yet I'm the immoral one because I love somebody. It's unfortunate that that kind of thing happens all the time on social media, but it's something that should not happen to people who just want to live their lives and be treated like people. I do want to say that if you're considering harassing people because of them being queer in any way, or gay, or lesbian, or trans, or whatever the case is, if they're LGBTQ and you're going to be harassing them, that makes you a bad person. I know that it's common on social media, and people harass LGBTQ people in real life, but that does not make it okay. People who are gay or trans or non-binary or any one of the other groups that I have not mentioned are people that just want to live their lives. Just because one person who is a part of a certain group of people does something, it does not mean that every person in that group does that thing. Take a look at all the white people who stay at home, living in their parents' basement, mooching off of them, and harassing people online. I have my own place, I get out, I do shit. I am a YouTuber. I spend a lot of time in front of the camera, but I still try and get out when I can. Just because some people act whiter than sour cream and wind up doing differential equations for fun, it does not mean that every white person does that. Same thing applies to black people with all the rumors that they have. Same thing applies to LGBT people and all the rumors and accusations around them. Yes, there's going to be bad people in any group of people that you get. But 1 or 2 bad apples does not represent the entirety of that group. I have enough of a problem with my own life. I do not need to find my math problems X and try and get them to make up. Also, life is too hard for me to be causing problems for other people, especially when I have a problem maintaining my own problems and keeping my own head above the water. I live my own life, I mind my own business, and I love who I love. I don't bring other people down for who they love. That's it. Although I cannot read the name associated with this question, I do want to say that I am glad that you asked. Now, at the time this question was originally asked, I had no idea what you were asking. Because at the time, because of my upbringing and because of the fact that I didn't know anyone who had come out to me in a way where they said that their pronouns were different than what they were assigned at birth, I might have possibly taken a little bit of offense to that. I will say, however, at this point, I'm comfortable with who I am. I do know a little bit more, though not a whole lot more. I will say my pronouns are he, him. I'm a cis male, and I do want to clarify that the term cis is not offensive, unless you consider it to be offensive, in which case, you're probably using trans in an offensive way. If you consider cis to be offensive, then you're probably considering trans to be offensive. In fact, I do want to clarify that the term cis, C-I-S, cis, if it's not Star Wars, the term cis is just used to describe people who identify now as the gender they were assigned when they were born. So if somebody was assigned male at birth, and they still identify as a male growing up, they are cis. If a person was assigned female at birth and they identify as a female now, they are cis. I do also want to say that if I had answered this question when I had initially been asked about it, I might have said something a little more stupid. At that point, I hadn't done any research on any of these topics other than maybe a couple terms. I didn't know what preferred pronouns were and how they were different from the other pronouns. I might have taken a little bit of offense to this question being asked if I had answered it 10 or 15 years ago or whenever this question was asked. I do not mind if people ask me questions like this. If you or anyone else wants to know different things about me, this is an example of some of the questions that may be answered by me in the future. I really do not know what kinds of questions people will ask, so I do look forward to answering these questions as they come up. I do look forward to hearing what you have to ask, and I do look forward to answering as many of these questions as I possibly can. The more questions you ask like this, the more in-depth I can get in future answers. And the better my videos will be, basically. Because if you ask me questions like this, it'll give me an idea of what topics to talk about, then I can work scripts around them. Feel free to ask me questions. For those of you who do not know, this is in reference to one of my videos where I came out. I have them on one of my channels, and I'll try to link them here. If I don't remember, feel free to let me know in the comments section. On that note, I do have a serious question. Do you want me to talk longer about being pansexual? Because I did actually release another video about me being pansexual. Feel free to check out all of my videos about me being pansexual, and I'll try and include links to everything below. On that note, I am finally seeing a pansexual joke that is different than the sex with pans joke that people constantly say. There's much more that could be said when it comes to jokes about a person being pansexual. I'm just saying this because I'm tired of seeing the sex with pans joke, just because of how overused it is. It's almost like everyone's saying that sex with pans joke is the human equivalent of the seagulls from Finding Nemo. On that note, I want to take your advice. I'm actually looking for more topics that I'm able to script out, just so I make shorter videos that are geared toward one specific topic. I may enjoy making longer videos where I just ramble on about topics, but I also realize that I need to make shorter videos as well, and any advice that you have as my viewer, in my opinion, would be greatly appreciated. Not only would I appreciate it, I think many of the people who see my videos would also appreciate a video that is not only shorter, but about one specific topic, instead of having a longer video that is all over the place. I'm actually going to leave the comments section of my videos open for as long as I possibly can, just so I can hear from all of you. I do also have social media. I've been on Discord quite a bit, and I'm also somewhat using X, Twitter, whatever it is now, quite a bit more than what I used to. If you want to reach out to me in either of these two sites, the links to those and more are down below. I try to welcome everyone unless they intentionally spread hate and refuse to change. Lastly, I want to repeat, in my coming out videos I said that I was pansexual, not bisexual. There is a slight difference, but I do see there being a difference. In my opinion, bisexual means that a person is attracted to only two genders, while a person who is pansexual is attracted to a person regardless of gender. I do realize that there are a lot more genders and gender expressions out there than what I listed. So feel free to either correct me or give your definition of what bisexual and pansexual actually mean. I do look forward to hearing from people regardless of who they are. That is exactly why I said that I would be leaving the comments section open and checking social media. So feel free to click the links in the video description or let me know your opinions in the comments section of this video. I am making these videos for us all to communicate back and forth. So please do not be shy. But I understand if you do not want to reach out, if you don't want to share social media or share anything on social media, I understand. Because some people only come to YouTube just to watch videos. On that note, I am making an attempt to try and release videos on this channel more often. So if you find yourself either liking this video or coming back to my channel on a regular basis, please feel free to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. It'll help me out, and it'll also give you hours worth of videos to watch as well, as I continue to ramble on about this topic, because you told me that it actually takes me forever to ramble on about something that could have taken me less than 30 seconds to say. I want to clarify that I am the one in charge of this YouTube channel. I am actually the one in charge of what is said within each of the videos. I take in what you say into account, but I am the one who is in charge of what goes into my YouTube videos. Having said that, I understand the concern that many people have about what goes into the videos they watch. I understand that not many people will want to watch long, drawn-out videos that repeat the same thing over and over for 45 minutes at a time. It isn't for everyone, especially with the brain rot that goes into YouTube Shorts and TikTok Reels and Facebook Reels. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying everyone's got their own types of videos that they watch. I really do understand that in great detail. I myself have caught myself falling into the hole that is the brain rot of short-form video content. I want to keep my answers short and make these videos shorter for all of you, but I just do not know whether I will be able to do that when you say that my videos are wasted time. I take offense to that, and I like to say that my videos are not wasted time because I enjoy making videos in the way that I like making them on YouTube and occasionally on TikTok and on Snapchat and occasionally on Facebook. I am trying to make these videos better with each time I edit my videos. I really do enjoy making videos and editing videos, and I even enjoy listening to what you have to say. I do enjoy listening to the advice that people have to give. It's not that I don't enjoy this stuff, because I really do. On that note, I want to clarify that if you imply that my videos are a waste of time, whether intentional or not, I am going to make the videos longer, just for the people who think my videos are a waste of time.
Run away! Run away!
Before you tell me that the question didn't say that my videos are a waste of time, I want to remind you of the question again. This person literally said, this is so drawn out, you need to get to the point in your videos. Most of this filler shit is just wasted time. The person literally said that my videos are just filler shit that is just wasted time. Therefore, if you really do think that my videos are just wasted time, feel free to let me know in the comments section of any of my videos. I really enjoy having people let me know what parts of my video are a waste of time. Please be sure to include timestamps of what parts I should edit out in future videos, so I know what parts of my videos are big wastes of time. I really want people to let me know, because I want to know what parts to cut out of my videos in the future. I want to change. I want to grow. I want to make my videos better. I want to be all that I can be. Man, I should really join the United States Army. Ivan Etniaj, Ivan Etniaj.
Ivan Etniaj, Ivan Etniaj, Ivan Etniaj.
And if you made it this far, make sure you give me a like, subscribe if you haven't, hit that bell notification, check out my Discord, and feel free to ask me any questions either down below or over on my Discord, which is linked in the video description. Should be one of the first links.